Ahoy! So the rewards for the Cabal Cup event have finally arrived to Mercury as well. That means the server has been flooded with literally thousands of Chaos Safeguards, and not the crappy ones you can obtain in-game, but the awesome universal ones. You need only one of these for a try, and you can use them for any kind of Chaos item. Personally, I finished the goal on 6 different characters, which means 18 safeguards, but there were others who received over 100. Anyway, let's get down to wasting them all. My priority was Talisman first, then Arcana of Chaos, then Carnelian, and finally Arcana of Laws, because I felt like damage was the thing I was missing the most. But to be honest, before this upgrading session, I expected like reaching +9 on my Talisman with the 18 safeguards, or maybe making it to +10 then failing the rest on the Arcana. But I was quite pleasantly surprised to see the results. As you could see, I was, let's say, trying to make upgrade points before moving on to the real upgrade. However, my goal wasn't entirely to get points, considering how useless they are. I merely wanted to fail like 2 or 3 times before a try. I mean, I don't know how the game's mechanism works, but statistically, failing 3 times in a row may be as rare as succeeding once. So I was kind of thinking if I failed something else twice or thrice in a row, then I'll have pretty good chances for succeeding. But just in case, I used all the upgrade points potions I had from previous events too. Well, the whole video was 42 minutes long and I used well over 500 upgrade cores to fail some items. I think it was close to 600 actually. You see, upgrade cores of high grade in my server were around $250,000 each before this, and now everyone was using those because they were literally cheaper than low or medium grade cores. So after we received the safeguards, their price suddenly went over 2 million each. But I had stashed away several hundred of them before, waiting for an occasion like this to sell them. Well, in the end I used them all myself and they weren't even enough. So anyway, I cut the less exciting parts and focused on the main thing in the video. Between those phases there were hundreds of upgrade cores wasted. In the end, when I ran out of cores, I even started failing some account binding chaos accessories that were +4 or +5 or so. And by the end of the whole thing I was so fed up with that, and I had no money left either, that I just went for the upgrade right away with 0 points. But anyway, all in all, I'm really pleased with the results. I made my Talisman from +7 to +10, my Arcana of Chaos from +10 to +15, my Carnelian from +11 to +15, and I ran out of safeguards while upgrading my Arcana of Laws from +12 to +14. My belt was already over +15, so I didn't bother with that. So I think this event really has been the best in the history of Cabal Europe so far. It has allowed many average players like myself, half of my guild and many of my buddies to get a little bit closer to all the ultra mega cashers that have the best possible gear in the game. Anyway, if you have any results you think are worth sharing, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Ahoy!